Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to my replay players and welcome to everybody coming in live. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I will be real honest with you. This is a different type of live. This is maybe not what you expected of me. I'm having a hell of a time. I do a lot of inner work, and I know that on my podcast I've talked about this, but I don't think I've actually really spoke on live. Um, that things are hard. Life is not the easiest. I'm going through some very deep inner gunk, and it's not my place to talk about it here on the internet. But what I am going to do is do some art with you guys. And so, to my replay players, go ahead and put a little hashtag replay. You're welcome to stay. I encourage you to um, come back to this. I'm going to be doing more art lives more often. and I I want you to do art with me. Um, Art fills my soul. It makes me feel good. I love it. Art saved my life. Um, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I got sober when I was 19. I'm 31 now. I'm coming up on 12 years of sobriety, and art saved my life. It really did. And I haven't been utilizing it lately, and I'm in my feelings, and I'm struggling a little bit. And so, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drink some strawberry peach because it just ketones make life a lot easier and a lot better. So we're going to shake up some ketones. I'm going to put some music on in the background. I'm praying that Facebook doesn't like mute or whatever mute my stuff. Um, I'm listening to Beautiful Chorus. Um, they have an album called Resonance Meditation that I listen to, and it's really awesome. It's basically centered around the chakras, and so we're just gonna meditate and hang out together because one of my mentors, one of my favorite people of all time, is Bob Ross, and he for years, if you don't know who he is, he would come on PBS and he would do art. And that was his gift. And for me, I'm just in this place of working through some of the toughest inner gunk ever. And I don't share with, and the only reason why I'm on here is I just really, truly believe that this should be shared. I truly believe that there's so much that I do that I keep to myself that honestly, just the thought of like, you know what, maybe me showing up in this raw, authentic way will allow someone to take care of themselves. So what I do is normally for art is obviously I've got a journal book. This is really cool. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Yeah, you can. It's got dots on it, so this is a dot grid journal. These are my favorite journals to do art in. This one specifically is actually from Michaels. I just opened it up. It's an Artist Loft journal. The paper, dotted paper, the it's pretty thick, so it doesn't bleed, which is really nice. And you can get them at Michaels, and there's usually like um you usually can get them with like a discount or a coupon. And so when I'm ever in these moments, because they do happen, to be able to um move through them. So I pulled a card for myself to do just a little journaling around it. Obsessing over the outcome of any relationship gets in the way instead. I let go and allow. So I'm gonna put it right here. I don't know how to prop it so you guys can see it. I just want, yeah, screw it. It doesn't matter. gonna put it right in my. I have some pens here. And color pencils. Really like these. These are like erasable Crayolas. Actually, where are my Prismacolors? Hold on. I want my Prismacolors. I know you guys probably don't know what that is, but I don't know where I put them. Prismacolor is a brand. They have really awesome, oh, here they are. I was like, I just found them. These are like butter. If you guys ever get an opportunity to know what color pencils feel like butter, this is it right here. That's very kind of you, Miss Maria. Honestly, my focus right now isn't that. But that's very, very kind of you. My focus is like, here's the thing, like, just part of it is like, today's been a struggle bus with Erica a little bit, with distance learning and me being okay with some things because others see in me that I can't see in myself. And it can be a lot. And so we're just going to do art. And another thing is, like, I know I come on here and I do TikToks and I do reels and I do very inspirational things, and I truly feel like I'm here right now to share that I have rough moments. Like, we don't, social media doesn't show this. I don't think I've ever really seen anybody be like, I'm having a horrible day and I am crying and it's been rough. But I'm going to show you guys one of the things I do to work through energetically and move through certain emotions. And that's what I wanted to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just rewrite this. So I was reminded of Bob Ross today, and he has happy little trees. So we're going to make some happy little trees, you guys. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to make some happy little trees. I'm looking for some colors. We've got, olive green, terracotta. I really like this gold color, metallic gold. Let's see. Goldenrod's really pretty. I need some, oh, what are you? You're not what I wanted. Terracotta. I want to make sure you guys can see. You know what? I'm going to turn up the music, whether fingers crossed that Facebook doesn't, or the other platforms don't like suppress. We'll see. I love you guys too. I'm just having a moment. And I just want you guys to see how, for me, art therapy really is healing. And it doesn't have to be anything in particular. What kept me from doing art for so long was my art doesn't look like other people's. It's very otherworldly. It's got symbols that just pop in my head. It looks super funky. It doesn't look anything in particular. And it kept me from picking up a pen or a pencil for a very long time. And having like belief that what I make is beautiful. And it's worthy of being created. When I was in high school, I didn't have like the best artistic abilities, and so my teacher didn't place me in AP art. And then at the end of the year, I did everything they did, and I basically did AP art without actually getting credit for it. And she looked at me at the end of the year and she's like, I wish I knew that you had the confidence to be able to do this. Because I just didn't have it within me. And then fun fact for you guys, I went to college originally for art. I was an art major for the first 2 years. And I love it. And then I found out when I was using drugs, there was a class I was taking, it was the anthropology, and if I could get sober and get 100 in this class, then why isn't it my major? And so I switched to anthropology because art, for me, it wasn't so much about the stuff that they were requiring of it. It was such a coping skill. It was hard for me to do what was required, basically. And then I switched to anthropology, and I have a bachelor's degree in anthropology. And it's funny because like the more and more that I'm on these like calls with our team and stuff, is funny how it's like, go watch what other people are doing and mimic what they're doing. I'm like, that's what cultural anthropologists do. You observe what others do, document what others do, not necessarily implement what other people do, but you really pay attention. I think that's why my brain, the way it functions and works, is oh, I totally just hit my phone. Sorry. Is I took research methods in anthropology 3 times because it was such a hard. It was hard. It was a hard class. I was so excited that it's a pass fail class, you guys. There's like nothing in between, and it was just such a difficult. Like the first time I took it, I was actually Erica was she was born in November, and I took it in the spring afterwards, and it was just a struggle to be able to do it. So all I've done is pick a subject matter, which is a tree. I pulled an affirmation card for myself and I wrote the affirmation. And I'm talking to you guys, but like I'm really thinking about like obsessing over the outcome of a relationship gets in the way. Instead, I let go and allow. So like it takes that ego out of really getting out of the outcomes, getting out of the, well, it should be this way, or it should be that way, or I want it to be this way, or I want it to be that way. And I'm actually really focusing on like this too, because I just want a tree with really colorful leaves. And I really want it to be like purples and blues. And I'm trying really hard to like, it doesn't matter. They look like teardrops. They're not even leaves. Who cares, you know? But as I'm thinking about this affirmation, I'm thinking about it as I'm drawing, you know? And I have different instances that are coming up that make me teary-eyed. And it's like, it's okay. It's okay. Telling that inner self, it's okay. It doesn't have to look like anything in particular. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. And like, I don't know. I've been in recovery for a very, very long time. And the reason why I bring that up is there's a lot that comes with being in recovery on a personal development level and being in therapy for so long that I think people get confused about how you don't, everything's peaches and cream 24/7, and that's not the truth. It's just not. It's a ever growing process of feeling feelings, and it just comes to a point sometimes that like it's not about knowing exactly where it's coming from. Like I have particular things that I'm working through right now, but like it comes to a point that it's like it's not a thought process anymore, it's an energetic process. It's a process of like really tapping into moving the energy through, and it can be painful. Like I know this might be a little um much for some people, but like we hold energy in our body, and sometimes we just have to release that inner stuff. And like afterwards, I'm going to be exhausted. Like it's gonna be tiring. I'm gonna want to lay down, and that's okay. You know? But it's like deep healing work. Deep healing work is not. I don't know. It's just. I don't know if anybody really knows. I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know how messy it is. I didn't realize how hard it is. How like some days it's like I'm just exhausted and I don't know why. And it's because like moving energy around, releasing and letting go, telling my ego no. And I know you guys are commenting in the comments like what you see and what you're interpreting, and all of it's true. Absolutely. I'm not thinking about the deeper, I'm just doing. I'm just allowing myself to be in this space. And I'm looking at all my, and it's like butter, you guys. Watch. Okay. It's so nice. So it's like a heavy, heavy like that. Goes up, come back down, and I'm going back up. And it's deep. And then I'm doing deep right here into lighterness. And it's like butter. Like if you guys have never messed around with like Remnant, I think it's Remnant or Prismacolor color pencils, and you've only experienced Crayola, you're missing out. And I mean that. You're missing out. So we just went through root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, and now we're in the throat chakra. And I don't know if you guys can hear the music or not, but it's like singing bowls. So each chakra has like a different hertz vibration, and it's like energy healing. And this one is the resonance meditation. Actually, I think I can put this. I don't know if I can post on Facebook from this. No, I can't post from Facebook, but share copy album link. If one of my girls, I posted it in our chat. Nope, that was to myself. If y'all want to post that in the comments, that'd be awesome. But yeah, I just want each and every one of you to know, like, there's a lot, and just because somebody can come on here and be very upbeat and give you guys some amazing stuff, like every time I ask, what are 3 things that you think of when you see me, it's always inspiring. It's the number one thing, and I feel like I have to live up to that, where I can't come on here crying or having a bad day. And it's hard because, like, is this the limiting belief that somebody told me a long time ago that, like, if I come on here and give inspirational stuff, but I really truly feel like this, then I'm being inauthentic. So then I just don't go live. And I have to say, this has been the roughest year of my life besides getting sober. It really has been, but it's been also the best year. So many wonderful things have happened, but it's also been a really shitty year too. And I'm not gonna go into details with it. Just I hope you can hear it energetically. It's been hard. And so whenever you feel down, just know that you are not alone. It's what you do with it that matters. Like, are you just gonna fall over and give up? Give up on life? Also, March is like the hardest month for me. When I got sober, I had a roommate in college, and she struggled with addiction too. I would take her to some meetings, and her death anniversary is the same day as my sobriety birthday. She died on my 1 year anniversary. Her body was found at the university, at the bottom of the parking deck at the university. It looked like she had jumped. And I never knew about the toxicology report or much of the what happened. But her death anniversary is my sobriety birthday. And not that I'm saying, like, that she gave up or anything, but she, her story made a big impact on me. You know, I've lost so many friends in recovery because they struggled so much with their mental health. And then to watch this pandemic unfold and see so many people struggle with mental health, to have so much misinformation, to have so many opinions. And wherever you stand, you're more than welcome to be on my page. I'm not telling you this, that, or the other. It's just, it's difficult when so many personalities disagree and so much hate, when honestly this world just needs a little bit more love. And like, when I'm at work, to see someone who's just had enough and to be like the emotional punching bag, it sucks sometimes. And I'm working on, you know, the empathic self within me of like, that's their gunk, not mine. And then have to filter, because sometimes it's a lot. I had to put up some really big boundaries, and it hurt when I did it. But I've never felt so good finally saying enough is enough. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced um, gaslighting before, or being manipulated before. Um, but I had to. I had to say enough is enough. And so that's what the leaves are. They're different people that are crossing my mind, and I'm not saying out loud. Different situations, different conversations. Where it's like I've come to this point where I have to. It's like buried inside, and if I don't feel and move through it, I'm just going to repeat, rinse, repeat, recycle over and over and over, again and again and again. And so enough is enough. Obsessing over the outcome of any of our relationship gets in the way. Instead I let go and allow. So it's like, okay, so this particular person, place, thing, or situation, we're going to think of you in a different light. I chose the wrong color. That's okay. I didn't want this color, but that's all right. But yeah, though, I know people are popping in and out, but the whole entire point of this live is to show the power of picking up pen and paper, whether it be color pencils like this, um, or whatever. It can be a brain dump, but removing it from in between the ears and putting it on paper. And that's why I love art therapy so much, is sometimes words are not enough. Like, there are no words. Words are not enough. Where this is the only way to like move through it, you know? Hey, Erica.
School's over.
School is over. Oh, you need to finish your spelling packet. Can you do that last page? That way I can submit it,
Sure.
please?
What are
Awesome.
you doing?
I am doing some art. Can you wait until I'm done with my live? Okay. You know, we're coming up on 1 year since Erica played with another kid. Like, truly played with another kid. Can I help you? Hey, can you wait until after I'm done with my live? I'll come get you, I promise. Thank you, sweetie pie. You know, in my gut, I remember that day. I remember I picked her up from school on March 12th, talking to her teacher, concerned about what was, because the night before, after Survivor, I'll never forget this. Reminds me of 9/11. I'll never forget this. Donald Trump did a State of the Union address, and I was watching it on CBS. And I was talking to her teacher because they were starting spring break that Friday, if she had any more information. She's like, no, but I'll definitely email you over spring break. More than likely, though, it'll be 2 weeks without school. The next day, she went to what we call summer camp because she just wanted to go. She loves that place. It's, you know, it's for cast member families, and it's called the Learning Center, and it's like, it's on Disney property. It's through the Y. It's a really cool place. And so because it was March 13th, Friday the 13th, I made reservations to go to Hollywood Studios. And Erica and I went in there, and my anxiety, I just had this bad pit feeling in my stomach. Oh, it was bad. And we went on Tower of Terror. And then Disney closed that Sunday for 4 months and is still not open in California. And so I miss a little bit of the life we've had. And just doing the best I can with what I've got. And I've lost a lot of relationships and friendships. And I've had to put up boundaries where I'm like, don't talk to me because enough is enough. You haven't respected my boundaries for 10 years. Why are you going to do it now? Among other things. It's just part of these tears, part of this process is like grief and not living in denial. And being okay with the way things are. So today's just one of those days where it's like, yeah, I'm struggling. It's hard to run an online business and be authentic when things are a little rough. But this is how I healthily being healthy. I don't even know. It's weird words. Like, I feel better. Like, I just do. Since the beginning of this life. You know, I just feel like a wonderful, you know, and it doesn't have to take much time, you know. I know that this is kind of a long life, But we're 35 minutes in and I feel so much better. So, like, allowing the time that is needed for whatever. And I normally listen to like other music too, but I'm just praying that I don't get like copyright stricken. I wonder. Alphabetic. Okay. It bleeds to the other side, but it doesn't bleed to the next page. So the song that just went through is called The Opening in this album. Resonance. Okay, beautiful chorus. Beautiful chorus. It's called Resonance Meditation. The opening song says, may our hearts be open, you know? And I like that because it'll just get into this place of like, I'm going to allow things to come in that need to come in. Now that will pop out a little bit more. So, I guess the point of this live is nobody's perfect. Everybody's going through stuff. Whatever you're feeling is valid. It's what you do in response when you're in these moments that defines you. That's your character. That's your spirit. That's your essence. And may you never give up. Try things on for size. I mean, I think of mental health in general is like clothes shopping. I try different things on to see if it works, and if it works, then I'll buy it and I'll keep doing it. And I create this big toolbox of things to help me take care of me. And my hope is that each and every one of you can do the same. I'm also going to go walk. Walking is huge. It's a little bit thicker. Don't make her thick. So what I'm drawing right now are, whenever I get into these spaces, I get like really cool like symbols in my head that pop up, and I actually do them. These are almost gone, but I draw henna on myself, you know, and the henna is really cool because it's not active self-harm. All it is it's a paste. So I have this right here. Comes in tubes from the Indian farmers market or from Indian store, and it's a paste, and what it does is it dyes the pigments in your skin. So drawing on myself, usually during the full moon, new moon times, or whenever I'm in these spaces, it's just I draw that pops in my head, and that's what I'm doing right here. Is I'm drawing what's popping in my head, and the henna is an act of self-love versus self-harm, which is really cool. We're going to actually do some shading. Make this an infinity. Never ending loop. And then is this, yeah, it'll work. So the inspirational, the person that you see, the one that goes to Disney all the time. And this is just something for you to be mindful of. You never actually know what's going on with anybody. You never truly know. Social media, we pick and choose, we analyze, we edit, we pick and choose what people can see. You can lie on the internet and no one would ever know. But for me, I want you guys to know that there are lots that goes on behind the scenes, lots that goes on to be this person that you guys. I'm only saying this because of conversations I have with people, but you guys are inspired by me. I make an impact on your life in a positive way. And I'm sharing this with you to know, if you want some peace and happiness, there's a lot of gunk that needs to be worked through to get to that point. It's not rainbows and butterflies, or at least not my experience. And honor where you're at. Because my experience, if we don't have that level of acceptance, I mean, this is recovery 101. acceptance is the answer to all of our problems. If I can't accept that I have a problem, then there's no solution. There's nothing I can do to work through it. And it's a fine line between dwelling on it and moving through it. And for me right now, I think I just have a lot. I just have too much. Too much. Too much that's making too much of an impact that I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore sometimes. But that's okay. Because I feel like that, you know, by honoring like really truly honoring, you know, that's part of it too, is like I actually haven't like honored, like truly honored and taken real inventory of like, no, it's a lot. I like the over under stuff. It adds really cool depth to it. I have a quick question to ask everybody. What do you think about this setup? Because you've got me and this, so you see my face while I am drawing. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this setup. I know you guys can see my phone right here too. I'm not sure how to, like, work in progress. You love the dual screen. Awesome. Trying to figure out how to work it out. I don't know if you guys can notice how it's like nice, neat, and tight over here, and as I keep going around, it becomes messier and messier. Also, this is a what it depends on who you talk to. I call this visual verbal journaling. I'm gonna see if I can. I have like a or mixed media art. Oh, yes. Yeah, this is called like mixed media art, where you use multiple mediums to create art. And so, what I've got right here is ink sprays. I've got a black and a white one. This one's black marble. This is white linen. And it just popped in my head. Oh. I'm like, how is this gonna? I'm gonna get this everywhere. That's okay. And on the keyboard it goes. It's okay. I'll let that dry for a second. It just adds a little depth to it, a little bit of the chaos, which I love. I'll probably do some details up here. I haven't really decided yet. Oh, I got it on my... Oh, it will come off. Okay, before it dries. Got him. My poor keyboard. Oh well. Uh-oh. Hold on. I want to put my colored pencils away. Yeah, I know. It'll come off. It'll be fine. It's just ink. Is it dry? It's the ink that went through. Oh well. Who cares? It's a journal. Oh, that pen's not working. It's not giving the effect I want. By the way, you guys, I'm like looking in this. Just so you guys know what the hell I'm doing. I'm trying to find certain things. So I have like all sorts of things in here. Pens, color pencils, box cutters, fabric cutter, glue. So what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find... I don't think I have one. I think that's the one I do have. How's your spelling stuff coming along?
I need help with it, so yeah.
You need help? What do you need help with?
There is the letters, and I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Okay, so it's all of these words right here?
No, it's not those.
Okay, so this goes down here?
No. We can look at these to figure out, but it's getting super confused.
Okay. First off, deep breath. Close your eyes.
I want to see your drawing first.
Oh, you want to see my drawing first? There you go.
Ooh, what did you do?
I drew.
Well, how did the box spots come?
Oh, I used this. Now, listen carefully, little missy. Do not be taking my ink sprays and spraying it all over the place. I'm going to hide these from you because I'm going to wake up one day and you're just going to have ink spray like on the couch. Not allowed. Okay. Don't touch my ink sprays. Okay. So these do go up here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So
only 12 of them. So.
Yep. So young. So we've got young. So there's 12 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15. So you'll have extra words. Okay. So we've got young right here. And then music. Good job. And then human. Human. Okay. And then few. The reason why I'm crossing these out is so you don't have to look at them. Unit. You. Use. Okay. So what you can do, this is how I would do it, okay? You ready? We're going to play with it, okay? What I would do is I would see C-H-U-M, right?
Yeah.
So I'd look for all the words that have a C. So such.
Wait,
much has a C. Touch has a C. And cute has a C.
Let me quickly look at this because this has, like, it's the oil word with.
Yeah. Does
And
that debunk it a little bit for you? Does it make it a little bit easier for you? What?
this happened.
That's okay. We'll look at it. It's fine.
I can only see.
It's okay, Erica. We will figure it out. Not a big deal. Focus up here first. And that is life with distance learning. So this is what deep inner work looks like. Doing what you can when you can, establish boundaries, but at the same time, we still got life to go through. So I think I'm going to let each and every one of you go. Thanks for popping on. I'm going to go have lunch, very late lunch, or at least a snack before dinner tonight. Thanks for coming on. This is pretty much the end result. I'm actually going to close this. This is what I've created. And I know this was like an hour of time, but it doesn't have to be an hour of time. You can do this and just.
Very pretty.
Oh, thank you, Erica. You can do this in any capacity that you choose.
And also, can I read the comments?
You can look at it later. We're good. We're good for right now. I wonder. No. There we go. It's like trying to figure it out. But that's what I've got for you guys. I appreciate you stopping by. We've got some spelling homework that we need to complete so I can submit. Scrambling words is difficult, so I appreciate you stopping by. You're welcome to come back to this live whenever you want to. And I just wanted to show everybody, like, this is why I'm quiet sometimes, is I don't feel like it's a good thing to show this, but at the same time it's so important too. Because I don't think enough people know that it is okay to feel your feelings. It is okay to have rough days. It's okay to have rough moments. When it really comes down to it, it's more about the response, the recovery time. What am I willing to move through, work through, to then move on to the next thing, and honor where each and every one of us are at, whatever it may be for you. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to everybody later.